Welcome, everybody. Very glad to have this podcast today, the first ever podcast. I have a very special friend of mine, Sarah Gold, with me, and we're going to talk about sigils of power and transformation. What you got about that, Sarah?
Okay, yeah, I wrote down some of the important ones that I use. Some of them I've only used a few times, but some of them I use all the time. The way I usually do it is before bed. I lay in my room when it's really dark and I have complete silence, and that's when I usually do the ritual really quick for 3 nights in a row.
Awesome. Yeah, for me specifically, I don't necessarily do it before bed, but I do that a lot of times as well. It's like the easiest time to just like set aside some time and get into the mental state. And I like this book because the rituals are super easy and super fast. Like it takes like less than a minute for me. What about you?
Yeah, it just takes me like 30 seconds sometimes, and what I like is that you don't have to say anything. You don't have to repeat any words. It's just really quiet and easy.
Yeah, it's like pure mental alchemy at its absolute truest and raw form.
Yeah, you don't even need much privacy at all.
Yeah, I've heard stories of people just like busting out their book or on their Kindle app while they're on a bus or like in some public place and cast sigil. In fact, I've done it myself.
I've done it too. Yeah. Yep, if you can tune everyone out, you can do it with people in the room as well. Well, at least I can.
Yeah, me too. It's really useful. Like it's a quite an underrated book in my opinion. It's got so much gold.
So many. So much stuff. I know, and every time I even open the book, I see something that I missed the last time.
It's 111 different sigils.
Yeah. So useful.
It's absolutely insane. So like one of the things that I've done personally is, and I've told you about this before, I've told a couple other people too, that there is a couple of business sigils. The ones that I have is Business Booster and Steady Income Increase. I redrew those on sticky notes and I just plastered those sticky notes to my computer monitor. So like every day when I get in, I'm always seeing this computer. Every day I get into work, I see these sigils sitting on my computer monitor. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm casting these money magic. So it's like super useful.
That's really smart.
Yeah.
It's really, really smart. I like that idea.
I also have one for you on my drawer. So every time I open my drawer, my top drawer of my cabinet, I cast a sigil because it's one that I told you I wanted to do specifically for you, and it's useful to be able to be reminded of it every time that I do something mundane. So I feel like it adds way more power to these rituals to continue looking at them and continue sending them power and energy.
That's so smart. I might have to steal that idea. I love it.
Yeah, go for it. So, what are a couple of your favorite sigils out of?
Okay, I'll go down and explain the ones I've used.
Okay.
So there's one to improve the mood of loved ones. Now, I have a family member that works a really stressful job. So sometimes, when she's off of work, that job is still in her head and it takes over her mind still. So I do that one for her when she's in that stressed out mood, and it seems to really work. It seems like she keeps work at work and home at home, at least for a while. It's not permanent, but it's a good temporary, it probably works for a few weeks at a time. So I use that one. There's one to be seen in a good light. I use that whenever I have to go somewhere and any kind of attention is on me. It's not very often, but if I'm at a birthday dinner or something, I do that one so that, I don't know, I guess I'm kind of shy, so I try to use that one. It's not that often, but I do. So there's one to thrive in a competition. I also do that for my family members' work. Because she's always having these numbers, competitions, everything has to do with numbers and stats, and she always wants to be the elite one. So I help her, and she's really, really, really done really well with that. So that has been really, really good. There's one to move from anger to peace. I use that one whenever I'm dwelling on something too much. I just want to kind of move on. banish guilt and shame. I do that whenever I have to make a decision that I don't like and I'm feeling guilty about it. That one works good. To bring peace to a home, I use that whenever things are feeling weird with my family members in the house. If things are awkward or just tense. To overcome bitterness, there's somebody that I know that I feel a bit bitter towards that person. It's just this one person in my life, but I can't not see them. So I have to repeat that one every few months, just so I kind of forget things that have upset me about that person. But and that one works really good too. The encouraged deep sleep, I use that one all the time. I use that one. It's also temporary. It only lasts for a few weeks, but it works really, really well. And the make your money go further, I repeat every single month, and I've had really good results with that. Smaller grocery bills, smaller electricity bills, more money in my bank every month. So those are all the ones that I've used and have had really good results with.
That's awesome. That's quite a good list. And I remember you told me in private one day that that's one of your most used books.
Yeah, it is.
So,
it is. It's the one that I've used the most. It's the easiest one for me to do. It's pretty much guaranteed results for me, even if it's temporary. Even if it's, it doesn't last forever and I have to repeat them, I always get results from this book, always.
Yeah, and like you said, they're so simple and so easy to use. And that last one you mentioned, Make Your Money Go Further, man.
Oh, that one's the best one. I'm convinced.
Yeah. I remember when you told me to do that, well, you didn't tell me to do that, you were like, hey, let's do this together. And for those of you who don't know, Sarah Gold is my magic partner. And anytime Sarah asks me to do a ritual with her, I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it. So
I love that about you. Great.
Yeah. But I'm going to be honest, the first time, when I saw Make Your Money Go Further, I was not excited about it because it's like, oh, great. But then even reading the description for it, it says, well, we all want more money. I don't want to make my existing money go further.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a normal thought.
Yeah, it made me feel a little bit better because Adam Blackthorne kind of explains in there that...
He does, if you read it, yeah.
It's awesome because that's exactly what I needed to see. Oh yeah, I could use making my money go further. Yeah, of course I want more money. Who doesn't want more money? But to be able to stretch the value of a dollar a little bit further is basically the same as having more money.
It is, especially when you have $400 or $500 left in your bank account each month. It's a really big deal. It's really, really great. So I love that one. I use that one every single month like clockwork.
I like it too because what it did for me, it made my the expenses that I was normally expecting to drop. I believe it was either December or January. I've also done this a few times. Either December or January when I did this ritual to make your money go further. It was December. I remember that because I eat out a lot. That's probably where the most of my money goes besides rent. So that particular month, I noticed that throughout the whole month, there was a lot of meals that I ate that I didn't have to spend money on. Either one, somebody bought it for me, or two, I was visiting people and they had dinner or lunch or something. And I woke up but I looked at my bank account at the end of the month expecting to have what I normally expect at the end of the month. I was like, whoa, where'd all this money come from? And then I thought back to it, the ritual worked. Make your money go further.
It's funny you're saying that about food because that's where I noticed mine. I would buy the same amount of food I normally buy, and it would be $150. Well, I buy $600 worth of food, for about 3 weeks, and it would be $420 instead of $600 or whatever, as an example. And I was like, I bought the same exact thing, so that's where I saw a lot of my savings was with the grocery bill and food too.
Maybe everything that you normally buy happened to go on sale.
I don't know. It's funny. I noticed that, and I was like, wow, that's just crazy to me. It happened a few times. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Interestingly enough, and I know we're talking about this ritual a lot, but it's super important, and I love it a lot. But with the Make Your Money Go Further, it opens up a whole bunch more avenues for the magic to manifest because you're not particularly asking the universe for a dollar amount. You're not asking to manifest more financial currency. It allows the magic to manifest itself in every way possible that we normally spend money. So there's a lot more opportunity for the magic to work.
Yeah, you're not giving it any orders. You're being open. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Whenever I do a ritual out of this book, The Sigils of Power and Transformation. It's a. At first, I almost thought I was doing it wrong because of how easy it was. Did you ever
Yeah.
think that too?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Especially at first.
yeah, so it's like it's good to know before you even buy the book or before you even start doing the rituals that it is super easy. And because it's super easy, it's easy to think that you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, and there's stuff in here for depression and moods, and I mean, I've heard some really great things from other people about those too. I mean, there's so many options in here. It's just a really, really good book. So many things and so many helpful things. You can even cancel a curse, it says in here.
That's
which
right.
is like something that's really, really, really useful too. You know, prevent psychic attacks, and it's just really good stuff.
There's a friend of ours in the UK that was going through a little bit of a situation, and I cast one of the sigils out of there. What is it called? It was Money Out of the Blue. It was really interesting because I cast this ritual for that person, Money Out of the Blue, and I had the thought, oh, why don't I just gather some people to put like $4 or $5 together and we just send it to this person, and it really helped him out.
See, that is really cool. I love that. I remember I did that one, the Money Out of the Blue. I only did it once, and it was a long time ago, but I kept finding quarters everywhere. I ended up with like $10 worth of quarters. I don't even know where the quarters came from because I rarely use cash, but I was finding them outside. I was finding them in my couch.
Huh.
Yeah, I know. That one was funny too. These are just really underrated rituals in my opinion.
Yeah, and you're a really nice person, like a good-hearted person, so I know that you've done a lot of rituals for other people too. What's been your experience, like helping other people?
Most of the ones I've done are for other people.
Mm-hmm.
It works really well, especially if they don't really know what you're doing or expect anything out of it. It's probably worked better. Sometimes it even works better on other people than it does for me. But yeah, like I really help my family members when it comes to her job and stuff, and just lightening the mood of my house, and you know, helping people sleep better. And there's been a lot of stuff I've done for other people. Really, really helpful stuff.
That's a beautiful thing too. I admire that about you. Like you're able to do rituals for other people, and not just able, but you want to. So when I started doing rituals for other people too, I felt it magnified my love, and it magnified my love for my friends, because I know that the rituals I'm doing, it seemed like almost that the rituals I do for other people were stronger, because that's just the type of person I am.
Too.
Yeah, and that's the type of person you are too.
Yeah, I think it even works better when you do it for other people.
It's one of the books that the Gallery of Magic says that it's always useful to do magic for other people. I forgot which one it was. Do you remember off the top of your head?
Which one of the gallery members said that?
Yeah, I don't remember which book it was in, but it's in there somewhere.
It might be on their website.
Yeah, probably on their website.
Yeah, they have a whole article about it. That might be.
That's it. I love how well versed you are in the Gallery of Magic.
Yeah, I've read all their stuff. Obsessed.
They got good stuff. I mean, obviously we're talking about it because it works. It's super helpful.
I try to find other books that are close, and sometimes I'll find some good stuff, but I always end up back to their stuff. Yeah, they've got the good stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we've discussed almost everything. Do you have anything you want to add, Sarah?
No, all I was going to say is what's really good about this, too, is that you can just pull out your phone and do the rituals from your phone if you have to also. I find that really useful. But other than that, no, I think we're good.
Cool. Yeah. It's always very handy to be able to pull out your phone, open the Kindle app, and cast a ritual. But
oh, yeah.
All right. We're at the end of this audio. Thank you for joining, Sarah. Your amazing insight is always appreciated.
Thank you. You as well.
All right. Take care, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Talk to you later.